Hello, everybody. Welcome to the On People podcast. I'm your host, Matthew the Catthew.
Wow.
And with me, as always, is my friend Jared.
Hi there.
He's a Jared. What's up,
Matthew
man?
the Catthew.
Yeah, sure.
Wow,
I just made
man.
that up just
I like
now.
that. It's got like a nice little spin at the end there.
I also like,
Feels
I'll
floaty.
also accept Maticus Catechus.
Wow. That sounds superior.
That sounds like I'm a
Like-
Greek god.
Like you own your own pyramid.
Yeah, boy.
What's up, man? Another week in the books. How you feeling?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling tired, man.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Are you affected by like the weather change at all?
Yeah, we had big time. And then
Yeah.
I got it all screwed up with like pollen.
Yeah. Oh, I forget. The pollen's on
I'm
its
like
way.
this all the time, dude. I'm just like,
Yeah. You get all gross.
yeah, I'm all gross and full of pollen, tree jizz. It's terrible.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Did you see that video? I think it was recently of them cutting down the tree and the big pollen cloud
it's
that
like a
came off it.
Plume of
It was like a
yeah,
nuke went off, dude. That's
yeah,
insane.
of pollen.
My nose got itchy just watching it.
Yeah, I know your eyes tear up. You're
Yeah.
like, what a weird video.
I don't change much except my appetite.
Oh yeah.
You think that's weird? Like when the cold starts to go away, I stop eating. Like I eat like once a day, and then even when I do eat, it's like a few
So
bites.
you lose your appetite in
Yeah,
the spring?
and then the
Oh.
summertime, I'm like a psychopath. I eat like a psycho. But
You
I have
know,
like
I
this
don't,
short little period of.
I don't notice that in myself.
Yeah,
That's
you
interesting.
just eat all year round.
Yeah, just eat. I'm just always eating.
Oh yeah.
Trying to grow this out. Speaking of
Me
this,
too. Me too.
speaking of this, I want to point something out. I have a new shirt.
What you got? What is that?
It's a Kojo's Toy World shirt.
Oh, is that New Bedford?
Yeah, new. They had
It's moving.
They had a grand opening of the new location,
Oh, for the new spot.
and me and the family went down and we checked it out, and I got myself a shirt.
It's on William Street now?
Yeah, William Street, which is just on the corner where it used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just free plug for the dudes.
Yeah, I've stopped in there a few times. It was really cool.
Yeah.
He had a lot of goodies. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
they got a lot of cool, if you like that vintage
Yeah.
old stuff, wrestling stuff, which reminds me, I looked up who Marty Jannetty is, who Ryan was telling us about.
What was that, a wrestler or something?
Yeah, I knew exactly who it was. The second I saw it,
Once you
I was
saw it?
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, yes, I remember that guy. I know exactly who that is.
You think I would?
Probably not. I think he
No.
was kind
He's
of
like an older one?
like early 90s, probably like that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can put a counter. This is a message for Nate. Maybe we could put a counter every time I say the word like.
Cheers.
Just ka-ting.
Ka-ting.
You just throw a number on there.
Seriously, because like
That's
this
a lot
is
of
crazy.
work. That's a lot of work for him. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we put in enough work on the kid already.
I know, right? Poor guy.
We got the easy job over here.
He's freaking killing it though.
I know he is. He's doing a great job.
Shout out to Nate.
Our videos would not be half as cool if it wasn't for him.
It wouldn't be cool at all. It would just be like just the cold footage.
But I have to give it to you though, the audio editing is great too. Sometimes you sneak some things in there that
try.
kill me, man.
I
It
try to
kills
sneak
me.
some things in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Is that? Am I too loud? Is that?
Yeah, that's us being loud, but it's all right.
I gotta tone it.
It's cool.
Back?
Yeah, that's telling me that it's too loud,
Oh, okay.
but also it's stopping it from being
Oh, cool.
Crazy
we have like
loud.
a new
a new feature that I
limit.
probably should have known about. So
That's it.
anyway,
Growing every
how's
day.
everything? How's Sketched?
Sketched is, man, I'm super grateful, but I am super stressed. It's a lot for me. I try to gauge my turnaround time based on my workload, and I'm just fucking awful at it. So it's a work in progress. It's going, but I'm busy and I'm loaded with commissions, so I'm grateful.
And you're grateful. That's
I'm
the
very
main
grateful,
thing.
man. I
You
can
know?
wake up tomorrow and there'll be no more orders. Everybody just stops and they're like, "Hey, man, your work shit sucks."
Oh, no way. It doesn't suck.
Yeah,
Doesn't suck, that's for sure.
yeah. But I got a lot, so I'm good. I'm good.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
That's good. Just pace yourself.
I'm trying.
Hopefully nobody has a
Trying.
hard deadline for you that they're stressed
They
about.
always do. Everybody has a hard deadline. Everybody needs it ASAP. Everybody needs it tonight. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, people need to chill the fuck out.
But then I say, "Hey, I can give it to you tonight, but it's gonna cost you." They're like, "Oh no, never mind."
Yeah.
Wait time's fine.
No. Next week's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Oh,
That's
okay.
fine.
All right.
How about Button Club?
Button Club is crazy, man.
You guys are just breaking fire codes and
Yeah, man. We had almost 30 people this past week.
Get
It
outta
was the
here,
most
really?
we ever had. I think it was like 28.
don't
but-
say that too loud. You don't want the fire department to know about
Oh
it.
man, it's crazy. But we have like crowds outside. We have a crowd inside. I'm walking in and out, shouting the names for the matches, and
Holy shit!
it's really cool.
You need some
It's
sort
really
of
cool.
intercom system.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a megaphone.
Just feel bad for anybody
Yeah.
really close to you.
Exactly. We already feel bad for the rest of the place because we are loud and it gets pretty hype and people start screaming. But what can you do? You know, it's what we're there for.
Nice.
Have a good time.
Cool. That's cool, man. That's
What
good,
about you?
man.
What you got? What's the Mighty Guitars?
Well, I still got this lefty. It's it's still here.
Still a raffle?
Yep, it's still going.
What's the raffle?
It's not really a raffle. It's
Oh.
just, people need to DM me on Instagram or Facebook, or if you know me, just send me a text message
Oh,
and say, hey, I know this person, which I mean, I have
who is in need?
a couple of people interested.
Yeah.
One I think lives too far away.
Oh.
And then
No shipping.
I just kind of want to make sure it's going to a good home,
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting it out. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's
What's
not
the
kind
rush?
of, there's no rush.
Yeah.
I'm just, still throwing it out there. If you're a left-handed beginner guitar
Yeah.
player, or a left-handed beginner guitar player, a left-handed person that wants a guitar.
Is there an instrument that doesn't matter if it's right hand or left hand?
I would say guitar. Left-handed people, it's kind of weird that
Yeah.
these left-handed people even exist, really. But I'm really.
I wonder what the percentage is. What's the percentage of people being left-handed?
I'm really just throwing a dig at my brother because he's one of those lefties.
Is he? Can
and
we look
he's-
it up real quick? What the percentage?
Yeah.
How many of you freaks are out there?
I don't care about spelling today.
Oh yeah.
Percentage of left-handed people. Approximately 10%.
Holy shizzles.
Well, here's the thing. Left-handed guitars are typically more money.
yeah, I'd imagine
then-
because you guys are like an inconvenience at this point. You're only 10%.
10%. I wonder how much that
How does
number,
it happen?
I wonder how accurate that number is for like the past, because if you imagine the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, kids were born left-handed, and if they started showing signs of being left-handed in school,
Yeah,
the
you say,
teacher
stop
would-
that.
the teacher was probably
that
like,
shit out.
pull the pencil out of their hand, put it in their right hand.
This one.
This is the right one. So I wonder what that percentage would be
Oh man.
if it were, if kids weren't forced to be right-handed when they weren't.
So these are the ones that just like slip through the cracks.
Yeah, these are the ones that
they didn't have the
refused.
parents or the teacher to be like, "Hey, cut that shit out."
Yeah, they
Use
refused.
your other hand.
They refused to be right-handed. Approximately 10% of left-handed people
Ambidextrous
ambidextrous
refers to having equal ability in both hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Yep. Yep.
Pretty cool. How did we get there? Oh,
talking
your
about
guitar.
that damn
Okay,
guitar.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm waiting for the right person to reach
Cool, man.
out, or the right story. I want to hear a, man, I've always wanted to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to give it away to the right person.
There you go.
In other news,
It's nice.
I didn't really have any work this week for Mighty Guitars, so I revamped my workspace. I'll show you later.
Oh, yeah?
It came out bad.
Sweet.
Came
Oh.
out bad ass. I mean,
Oh.
bad. The good bad.
Bad ass.
The Michael
Okay.
Jackson bad.
Okay.
It's,
I was like, man, you did all that work for it to turn out bad.
I built a new workbench, and I didn't have a very good workflow before.
Yeah.
I had a workbench,
Didn't have
and then
the
another workbench,
organization.
and then fucking tools everywhere.
Yeah.
And the shop was just kind of thrown. Everything's kind of just thrown in there.
Yeah.
So I wasn't digging it. So I built myself a workbench, and then I set up the two I already had, kind of like a U shape.
Ooh, nice.
So I can work potentially on 3 projects at once.
Ooh, okay.
So what do
Pretty
you think about?
sweet.
And I created a whole soldering station, whole electronics area.
Oh my God, dude!
It's
You're ready to open.
right now. All I need is a logo.
Oh shit! I got you, bro. I've already forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got you, man. I got you. I'm going to start it.
That's right.
I got you.
You know what's funny is knowing how busy you are.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I have no time frame.
Okay, cool.
So I'll just remind you every week until you. Okay. Until you remember.
I got you. I promise.
I'm not gonna be like, dude, where the fuck? Where's my logo at? Yeah, man. What the hell?
It's true. It's true.
You get to it when you get to it.
You're a good guy.
I understand.
I appreciate it.
I understand how busy you are.
Thank you.
You know,
the more time I get, the better I can do. I promise you.
Just put me in the list somewhere.
I'll bump you up a few.
Fit me in somewhere.
Okay.
I can pay you in steak tips and chicken wings.
Oof, signed. Done deal.
All right.
That's all I need in life.
So, did you watch any movies recently?
I haven't had time to watch a movie, but
Jesus Christ,
I've been listening to an audiobook that it's been really mixing things up in my brain and making me think
reading?
and I'm listening.
Ear reading.
Oh, ear reading. Yes. Yes. I'm listening.
Nice.
Which I kind of almost prefer reading the book. Yeah, we're getting evil in here already.
I don't know. I don't know. That's what the
as soon as you turn it red.
That was the color from last week. I just
okay.
I just realized.
Yeah. So the book is called Many Lives, Many Masters. It's a true story based on a psychiatrist where one of his patients was she was a model. I can't remember if she was like the brightest bulb or if she was like actually pretty intelligent. Doesn't matter. But she would get hypnotized and put under, right? And then when she was hypnotized, she would start recalling her different lives from previous to the one she's in now. Like she could go into real detail of the room she's in, of like back in like the 1800s, and like she's aware of what her name is and what she's wearing, and her hair's braided. And then she can move to the next life, and she starts describing the next life, and she's a different person. This time she's a boy, and they live in like a tribe, and he ends up getting killed at a young age with his neck slit because like another tribe attacked them.
Oh, right.
So like she's able to go through, and she claims that she's lived 80 something lives before the one she's at now. And then when she comes out of the hypnosis, she has no recollection. She doesn't even know what they talked about.
Oh, so she doesn't remember what she...
Yeah, so this book is his, basically his therapy sessions with her. And he did all like the audio recordings from her talking. So this is wrote real, all this down.
This is real.
Yes, this is a true story based on a real psychiatrist. Yeah.
Wow.
So it stirs things up in me, obviously, because of the way I grew up. We didn't really believe in reincarnation or different lives or anything like that. But they make a lot of good statements about like just about how like it's here in 2024 why we all struggle with so much with mental health is because we've already lived through all these different lifetimes and we've built all these things up. So like fears of drowning or fears of being shot or something is because in your previous life you did drown or you did get shot or, you know, stuff like that, etc. So
do you think like in the future every generation is just kind of gonna have more anxiety and more fear
every time you die and you're born again new, you still maintain the mental damage from your previous lives. And we only get smarter, we only get more evolved, we only get more aware of what's happening. So
that's really interesting.
So that's his claim, is that like we have all these mental illnesses and we have all these traumas because of previous lives. And that's his proof of it, is one of his patients.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
But like parts of it, Many Lives, Many Masters. Yeah. And
I'm down for
but there's
listening or reading that.
there's some points where like he's describing what she's talking about and what she's saying, and I'm like, she could, I don't know,
She's just making that up.
she could make it up and just be really good at it, you know, like creating a name in a situation and what she's wearing. And
So you must have
describe-
not believed in hypnosis then as a kid.
I never did.
You probably didn't even know about
I
it.
never did. I knew
That's one
about
of
it, but
those
I always
things.
thought it was one of those things where like you just went along with the person that was leading it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I've talked about hypnosis before, but I remember being at one of those shows.
Yeah, I think we did talk about it.
It's like those hypnosis shows or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like a comedian doing it.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting him afterwards, and he said it was all about the person's eyes. Like he could tell in their eyes. I don't know if it
Yeah.
was the amount of white showing in their eyes or
Yeah.
it was something.
But wouldn't you think that's something that he's come up with because people must always ask him?
Yeah. Oh,
And
right.
he's
yeah,
like,
he
this
could
is
just
what
be
I
like,
tell people.
This
Yeah.
is what I tell people, that it's because of this.
But like I always just thought it was the people who were able to just listen to what he's saying and act upon what he was saying. And if you didn't act upon it, he would just kick you off the stage, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah, it's a weird power of suggestion
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But in this situation, I guess it's different because it's a one-on-one therapy session.
Yeah.
She's not there to impress anybody. She's not there to, you know, why do it if it's all just made up by her? I don't know. I guess you can form your own opinion if you listen to it or read it, or. But it's really good, and it really makes you think about this life and maybe others before.
Yeah.
So
That's really interesting.
that's my movie for the week.
Yeah. Your entertainment for
Yeah.
the week. Well, you know what's
What'd you watch?
you know what that reminds me of before I tell you what
okay.
movie I watched. Our guest that we had on, Jen, she did a guided meditation with sound bowls. Somebody else was doing the sound bowls, and she was doing the guided meditation.
Yeah.
And it was like a past life resurgence, whatever it was called. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting after the fact of I was kind of,
This is your situation?
yeah, in my mind, I was just kind of almost not letting myself get lost. But other people were like, oh, yeah, I was here and doing this. And almost like a hypnosis, but they remembered it.
Yeah.
And they're,
That's what's strange
yeah,
to
and
me.
I'm
is
like, oh, I imagined, you know, they didn't say I imagined. They said, oh, I was this, I was that, I did this, I saw this. And I'm like, how much of it is your imagination?
Yeah.
And how much of it?
That's where I question. I can't say if it's
Because
real or not.
in my mind, it was, I was trying to not imagine things.
Yeah.
So I was having a hard time getting into it.
Did you ever get there or no?
Yeah, I kind of got to a point where I think I might have mentioned this. I was like overlooking the ocean,
I do remember
and
that.
I remember
yeah.
feeling upset.
Yeah.
And then I was overlooking another ocean, like a different place,
Mm-hmm.
and just feeling like kind of lost or being lonely
Yeah.
or whatever, or just sad of not having somebody with me. Like I completed a journey and I didn't want to do it, and I was like forced to do it. Maybe it was a military
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Maybe I was, and I had no idea of my gender or who I was.
Oh, wow.
I could have been a girl that was married off.
Yeah.
Like I've been thinking about it ever since then.
Yeah.
I could have been married off, and it could have been in Europe somewhere. And oh, no, you got to go across the English Channel, and you were
Yeah.
married by a Belgian guy.
That's
And I'm
crazy,
some
man.
young
That's
person that's
crazy.
like in a situation I don't want to be in. You know what I mean? Like you could
Yeah.
just keep going and imagine anything.
And they also talk in the book, they also talk about how the people that you meet in your lifetime are part of your quote unquote like group of people. So like you're kind of always born in the next life around the same groups of people. They're just different. Like almost like a parallel universe almost like
Oh, wow.
like I know you now as a friend and we do this podcast together,
Yeah.
but in my next life you could be my cousin, or like
Yeah.
we could be brothers, or or
we
you could be like a school teacher or something that I just
Oh,
had,
shit.
you know.
I
So
was
it's
like,
like
yo, what's up? I'm teaching you now.
so she kept recalling people in her life, but now every time she recalled them it was different. They were a different person or a different different type of influence in her life. So but it's really crazy to think about because that kind of like minimizes all the people in the world, right? If we all just die and we're born again,
so it's like, how does that even
around the same groups of people?
And we just keep multiplying. There's more and more people every time. So
yeah, exactly. I always grew up with it never repeats. Everybody is made in God's image to his own. So when you die, you're just gone, and then someone else new comes.
I don't know. I kind of agree with the reincarnation thing to a certain extent. But
what sucks is we'll never know.
Nope.
No one will ever have the answer, and no one ever can have the answer.
That's where I'm at in life.
Right?
It's funny
because you just gotta enjoy your life because no one ever.
My
knows.
kids are both at an age where they question stuff, and they'll ask different questions about religions and whatever.
Yeah.
And say, but is this the right one? Because it's the oldest one. No.
There's no such thing.
We don't really know.
There's no such thing as the right one.
Yep, they could all be wrong.
What a breakthrough that would be, though, if we could like legitimately
agree on a religion.
No, like talk to someone who died and is like, what happened?
Well, some people. Well, I think that's funny because there's some people that are mediums and they say that they can talk to the dead, but how come they never ask?
But you never have proof, though, that they actually are.
Are they like, well? Yeah. You're dead, so is heaven or hell exist, or are you just a ghost? Do we just exist as ghosts for a period of time, and then we just slowly drift away and not exist?
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
It's weird.
That's a really deep book and a really deep fun thing.
That's my life.
And I'll tell you, the movie I watched was Predator.
Awesome. I love Predator, man.
Which is also a very deep...
it is.
It's very, it's the original with Arnold.
Oh, God.
Dude,
I haven't seen the original.
You have to give Arnold a chance. You really do.
For Predator, I will. So there's a documentary about him on... Arnold?
Netflix, yeah.
Cool. I will not watch that.
I'm telling you, you should, actually. It was... Do
you think I'll find like this new appreciation for him?
Probably.
For real?
Yeah,
I'll watch it. You think
most people think he's like this big dumb bodybuilding guy, but he was like a millionaire before he was in movies.
Hey, listen,
like he made a shit ton of money on his own before he was a movie star. He just decided to be a movie star.
I can't knock on this dude because he came from a different country, right?
Yeah, he
first
came
of
from Austria,
all, came from a different country, became a movie actor, became a bodybuilder, became a governor.
So he was
a movie actor.
So he was a bodybuilder, right? When he had a really shitty upbringing.
Yep.
He became a bodybuilder, became Mr. Olympia, which is like the world thing. He went on tour, these different bodybuilding competitions and bullshit. Mm-hmm. And he had different like mentors and coaches that helped him.
Yeah.
And he always wanted to be an actor. And he met someone here in the United States.
Yeah, man.
So he made some money doing like bodybuilding and then bought like real estate. And became like wealthy on his own from real estate in America
to become an actor.
And then he was like, no, I want to be an actor. So it's not like he became a millionaire from acting. It was wild, dude.
Everything he went after, he killed it. So I can't even.
Yeah, so
I can't hate the guy.
If you can see past this speech, which I know really bothers you, but he became. I mean, I don't know. He was really inspiring. Then he married a woman. And then he got divorced from a woman
multiple times.
And he's got multiple kids. No, I think he just
once?
Just divorced once.
One and done. He's like, fuck this. This is dumb.
This is fucking dumb. Well, yeah, and that's really interesting. Anyway, so Predator.
I'll have to watch the original Predator. I've only seen Alien versus Predator.
So the original Predator is a very typical 80s action movie.
Cool.
There's a lot of gun violence and a lot of like gruesome
space guns. Like Star Wars guns or like regular guns?
No, they have regular guns.
Oh, cool.
And Predator has like a space gun, and they don't know what he is or who he is. He's got this cool camo that makes him see through. He's just looks like the trees are moving. It's really interesting. Really
is he your
good.
favorite?
My son wanted to watch it, the youngest. So I was like, I don't know, it's rated R. So I covered his eyes a couple of times because there's a couple of
boobies.
No, it's like skinned people. It's just I'm like that's a little much. I'm just trying to protect his innocence a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean the overwhelming gun violence whatever. He sees
Whatever.
it, he plays it, and
Call
he's
of Duty.
playing Call of Duty and
Yeah.
Ghost Recon. He's like, watch this, Dad. It blows up a car. I'm like, all right. So you can see that guy go flying. I'm
That's
like,
it. You can
yep.
apply that to your real life.
And I'm like, yep.
You can.
So anyway, that's what I watched. And it was good. It's a good movie.
Cool. I'm going to check it out.
2 thumbs
I
up.
like Predator. He's so badass looking.
Yeah,
He's way cooler than Alien, I think.
I agree.
They got the dreads, too. Fucking
He's
badass.
got that cool dreads.
Hell yeah.
And fun fact about the movie Predator, the original. So the actor that played in the Predator suit,
Mm-hmm.
of course, he's credited, but he never shows his face because he's Predator.
Predator, yeah.
So in the final scenes of the movie, that actor is actually flying the helicopter.
Oh, really?
And
So they, like,
the
used them
director
twice?
was like, hey,
Here's your...
make sure to show your face when you're flying the helicopter because this is the only time your
Oh,
face
that's
is going to be
nice.
on screen. Yeah.
That's nice. He didn't have to do that.
No, he could have been like, hey,
He could have been like, tough luck. That's the part you
good
picked.
job wearing a costume.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Even the Predators, when they take their mask off, and
Yeah, they're like
things
crazy
freaking
vagina
awesome,
mouth.
man. It's so sick. Vagina mouth. Do you like Alien or Predator better?
I would say,
I gotta stop you. You know, there's no limits
do.
to you. I gotta stop.
I'd say Predator.
Predator, yeah.
Yeah, I like Predator better than. I mean,
Yeah.
Alien's cool too.
Alien
though.
is cool, but
It's really wet. He's a very wet look, you know.
yeah, I don't like the little thing that comes out of his mouth.
The extra mouth.
Yeah, ugh, gross.
You know, let me do that too.
Yep. Cool, man.
So, what's up? What do you want to talk about?
Well, did you see the flooding in Dubai? I have a thing about that.
Yeah, I saw a
First of all-
video of the storm coming in.
Coming in, yeah.
Right, it was a flood from a storm.
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't
a
like
pretty
a
bad
levee
flood,
break
too.
or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think?
And why are they so damn wealthy in Dubai? Do you know? Like they have the craziest
Yo,
cars.
What
like,
is that country? Is it United Arab Emirates or something? Right?
is that what it
Or
is?
is Dubai the name of the country?
Dubai's
The city?
yeah, I think.
I'll look it up.
There we go. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
they're
tell me about
so
it.
fucking wealthy, man. And they have like multi-million-dollar cars that are so rare to find, but they just drive them like they're just like a Honda Civic over there. And the reason why I say that is because I was watching a bunch of videos from the flooding, and this dude is trying to go through a flooded highway
Yeah, he's got a
with
Bugatti.
like a yes,
Really?
yes. I think it was even worse than a Bugatti. It was like a Koenigsegg or something like that. I was like,
Jesus.
Jesus Christ! It's like a $2 million car, and he's like all up to the windshield and
Like somebody
water.
out here in like a Sentra.
He's like, I just gotta get to work. Jeez.
So it says the discovery of oil in 1966
Oh.
changed everything
They're
and
the oil
transformed
people.
Dubai
That's what's happening.
into a wealthy city almost overnight. So it's a city. Dubai's a city.
Yes,
In
correct.
okay.
Told you.
So it's oil.
Told
It's
you.
all oil money.
Yeah,
Somehow they're doing it.
they're flooded bad right now. But the reason why I brought it up is because I watched the video of the time lapse of the.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this,
I saw
and
that
this,
too.
this, did you see the sky like light up green before, like right before the storm hits? Everything turns like really bright green.
No, that's freaky.
Yeah,
That's real freaky deaky.
and it makes me think of like the weather control. You know how they can control it
Oh.
with like chemicals and stuff.
Oh
And
shit! You think they're
uh,
trying? You think?
I think they wanted Dubai to flood.
You think the Rothschilds are just out of control ever since
Yeah.
that dude died?
They're like, send the floods over to Dubai. We're gonna teach
Well, it's a
them a
desert,
lesson.
right?
Is it?
Yeah. So they must
Oh.
not be. They must not have very good drainage.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like
They're like
it.
the city of Fall River. They're not
Yeah.
very good with the drainage.
There's all crazy things happening this week. Oh, you're gonna look it up?
Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else is crazy, Jared? Tell me.
You know, right from our own hometown of Boston. Did you see the Boston? What is it? Boston Dynamics. The robot dude that they have that stands up all creepy like a freaking alien.
I did. I did see that.
And then it gets up and it turns around and
Wow,
it just
look at how
stares
green
at the
that is.
camera. Oh, watch. It's going to...
All right, here we go.
This isn't the one I watched. I'm not sure. But let's watch this one because if it doesn't turn green, then I was lied to.
All right, so see, it's weird. I'm gonna fast forward it because it's like a 2.5 minute video.
Go ahead. Look at the green.
Yeah, why
the
is it so
green's
green?
coming, dude. You can see it.
That's strange.
It's gonna get even more green. Keep going.
Well, look at all green down there. What the hell?
Oh, it's even more green.
No, you think that's the camera doing that, or why is it so green?
I don't know, because this is the second video I've seen.
Oh, so this isn't even
this
the
isn't
video
even the
you
one
saw.
I saw. Look at it.
It's
getting
very green.
even more green, dude.
That's strange.
It's chemicals.
That's real strange. I wonder if it is some sort of
Now
like...
watch, here comes the flood. Yeah. Oh, it's even more green now.
Oh yeah.
And now it's back to blue again. You see?
Interesting.
It's the chemicals.
Chemical
They
warfare.
fly in the airplanes and they spill the chemicals out in the sky, and then the flood.
Oh, you think it's like chemtrails?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Like tremcales.
Yeah, and they can control the direction it's going in, and they can control, like, kind of guide the storm where they want it to go, and it turns green.
You might be onto something, Jared.
I fucking am, man. I am.
And what?
See, there's too many cool things. Yeah, let's go to the Boston thing.
Boston Dynamics.
Boston
robot.
Dynamics, man. When it stands up and it turns around and it looks at the camera
So
with that ring of light,
the thing that's
and you're
freaking
just
me
staring
out.
in that black hole abyss, you're like, fuck
All right,
this thing.
I don't
man.
know if our recording is picking this up, the sound, but we're gonna let it go anyway
Look at this.
and talk. That's creepy
That's
as hell.
demonic. I feel Satan all over this thing.
I feel Satan all over this thing.
Look it. Stares at you.
Everything about that is scary.
It's like, do you need me to kill yet? No? Okay.
Do you need me to kill yet?
Okay. Doesn't it look like CGI too?
It does look a lot like AI or CGI or...
But it's got to be real. It's got to be.
1 day ago. Wow, we are really current. Good job.
3 million.
Good job bringing this up, Jared. We're
Thank you.
We're never this current.
Number 3 on trending, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Odd People podcast.
That's right.
Is number 1 trending podcast.
The new Fallout series. I wanted to watch that.
Don't get distracted.
Sorry. Oh, let's read some comments here.
So
how do we ensure the public has positive first impressions of him? Make him stand up in the most disturbing way possible.
Yes.
I swear, that's the other thing. They do this shit on purpose.
So this thing lays down flat on its back. The
Yeah.
legs turn the wrong way. As far as if it was a person, it'd be the wrong way. And then it just rises up.
These people don't watch enough movies, man. We're all going to die from AI and robots.
This is very Terminator-like.
Yeah. Never seen iRobot, man. Jeez.
No, these people are crazy.
Jeez. They're all going to gather together.
What is my purpose?
Don't read that one.
Yeah, that one sucks. My problem is I don't know how to read unless I read out loud. So I can't.
Oh, is it?
I can't internally read anything.
Oh.
So it's almost just like a bunch of jumbled words on the screen.
So you're like the guy that like can't stop reading the teleprompter, like he just has to read whatever it says on
Yes,
it.
like Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego? Damn it! Who put a question mark on the damn teleprompter?
That's a great movie.
So what is this thing's purpose though, for real? Like what? This isn't the first time Boston Dynamics has made a robot.
It's not.
What is the point? It's not. What is the point of making robots if
just to kill us?
I mean, they're not making like R2D2
No.
with like little compartments that can come out and be like, "Here's your pen, Jared."
Just like vacuums your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me finish that drawing for you, Jared.
That would be fantastic.
And it like you just like plug in whatever, or it's like a, I don't know. What do we really need robots for?
I guess like kind of like iRobot, how like everybody started to have them in their houses, and they did all your housework for you and kept your houses clean.
Oh yeah, the Roomba.
And maybe they go to the store for you. Maybe even I don't know.
I know. It's just at a certain point.
Otherwise, we don't really need them. We don't.
I mean, I understand that it's cool that they can do that.
Or maybe they're doing it for the workforce.
I'm
Like,
sure the robotic.
no more McDonald's workers. Sorry, I don't mean.
I mean, that might be good because the people who work on
They're
McDonald's
getting
are
pretty
retarded.
bad, man. Dang.
Shouldn't have said that
You
word.
kids got to cheer up, man.
You guys
Put a
suck.
smile on your face.
You guys suck.
Go through the drive-thru. They don't even speak.
I'll say.
They just look at you with their bag.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Maybe they were already robots.
Yeah, maybe.
They were already robots.
And you know me, I roll up. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they just stare at me.
Yeah.
And then they hand me my bag. I'm like, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Did I tell you about
Still
my
staring at
debacle at McDonald's a while back, a few months ago?
Would you punch somebody?
So I don't eat McDonald's, obviously. They don't have anything gluten-free.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So my kids, it was a hectic day. My kids wanted McDonald's. That's the only fast food
Naturally.
around here. It's right down the street. So I was like, all right, I'll get you guys McDonald's. I have major reservations about getting my kids this kind of food. So I'm like, okay, well, sure. It's a treat. You haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
Get it for you.
They got to experience it.
So one of my sons orders, it's like a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger with
Oof,
a single cheeseburger meal with extra pickles.
Oof, sounds good. I'm
Right?
gonna pick it up on my way home.
So I'm like, all right, that's what you getting. So I go pick it up. I get home, no pickles at all. On the extra pickles.
They
I'm
jumped
like,
them on the pickles?
yeah, and I'm like, okay. My son's like, I'm really upset about it. I'm like, I'll go back. I go back. And I'm like, hey, this was supposed to have extra pickles on it. And the place is, and this is not by any, I'm not being mean to any particular culture. The manager was like 16 and she barely spoke English.
She was the manager?
And everybody in there didn't speak English.
That young?
All the people cook. I mean, that's what she looked anyway. She could have been 20. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm old now. I don't know. All these young people look the same. So I say this needs extra pickles, none at all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. She goes away, yells at the guy in the back. The guy in the back makes another burger, gives it to me.
She could have just gave you pickles.
So I go, okay, yeah, right. She could have literally just handed me a thing full of pickles, and I would have been like, perfect. Just give me pickles. Like,
yeah.
So they give it back to me. I'm like, cool, thank you. Then I go outside, and before I get in my truck, I'm like, I'm going to make sure this is right, because nobody in there seemed to have a clue what the fuck was going on. I open it up.
Oh, my God.
No pickles at all.
What? Is he giving you extra onions or something?
Two patties. Made it a double cheeseburger.
Oh, my God.
But no fucking pickles again.
Oh, my
So I go
God.
back in, and this is my third time in there. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So
give me the goddamn pickles.
yeah. So I'm like, this was supposed to have extra pickles on it. I'm like, just put pickles on what's here.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
And then she hands it back to them. They're all laughing. Nobody's paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a big sign on the wall that says like, now
hiring.
questions, comments. Tell us how we did.
Surveys.
With like a survey number. So I take my phone out and I'm like, take a picture of it. And as I'm doing this, I look over and everybody on the other side of the counter is like this. Like, oh no, he's gonna fucking rat us out.
He actually cares.
So then they gave me, I think, extra fries.
That's nice.
A burger with like 2 or 3
Two
pickles
patties.
on it.
Yeah, you got like a triple burger at this point.
It was a double cheeseburger, and then it had like 2 or 3 pickles on it. It wasn't extra pickles. It just had pickles on it.
Dude.
And then like a card, she's like, oh, just the next meal's on us. And it was like one of those like complimentary cards. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
A little gift certificate.
So my point is maybe robots in McDonald's
They'll give you the extra pickles, man. They will. You ask for extra pickles, they're going to give it to you. They're programmed
The arm would just rotate. Just like way too many pickles. Just a pile of pickles.
Wow, man. Is this the one right near you down the street?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Shame on you guys.
Yeah, real bad, man. Real
Yeah,
bad.
it's getting rough out there, man. People need help, but then the help they do get is not very good. So we're kind of in a... America is in a pickle, okay?
Yes.
I actually, not to go in a different direction, but
do it.
I saw like an interview with Cardi B this week, And she was talking about fast food joints and how disgusting they are in America. But if you go
Yep.
somewhere else, it's good ingredients, good stuff, and it tastes so good. And she said, I come back to America and I get McDonald's and it's disgusting. You can taste how bad it is and how many chemicals are in it. She's like, America wants to kill you. They want to make you sick and keep you sick.
Yeah.
That's how they make the world go around. That's how they make their money.
Dude, there's many posts on the internet, and you can just look it
It's
up.
getting creepy now.
All of the...
It's a lot. There are a lot showing up now.
Dude, there's countries that ban American food, like stuff that's mass produced here, like
I
cereals
bet,
and shit
man.
like that,
I bet.
because of all the crap we put in them. It's just like different
Yeah.
chemicals and different things.
Yeah,
Like high fructose corn syrup is in like ketchup,
it is, right?
but you can get organic ketchup and it has sugar in it,
Oh,
as
okay.
opposed to high fructose
Yeah.
shit.
Which is better, right?
I mean,
Just
it's better.
having
I
the
mean, it's
sugar,
still. I mean,
It's still sugar, but
it's still sugar, but at least it's not like processed.
yeah, they say that about. I mean, if you know you're out there and you know this, please let me know because I'm dying to know actually. But the Chinese food in America, I'm pretty sure,
Chinese food.
like they make a mockery of because like they know that's not what they serve. In,
Oh yeah, that's not real Chinese food.
yeah,
it's
like,
American Chinese.
It's
food.
Americanized
Yeah, yeah.
Chinese food, and even like I know the fortune cookies, they laugh at us because they don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's a totally
That's
American
that's
thing.
for
yeah.
us, like because we just want to open. Oh my god, yeah, they know my future.
All that shit must have been like invented in like the 60s and 70s. I don't know if all the Chinese people
Yeah,
that own restaurants must have gotten together and been like, how do we just get these Americans to just keep coming
man.
in?
They sit there and they laugh at us.
They used to have this stuff called MSG.
They still do. No?
They still have it, and it used to be like you'd order Chinese food and it would say no added MSG.
Mhm.
And it was supposed to be like this great thing. I don't even know what MSG
I
is.
don't know what
it's some sort of
MSG
like
is
salt or
either.
something. But there was a restaurant in Fall River that me and my wife used to go to when we first started going out.
Yeah,
And there was like barrels of MSG. It was like fucking
it
hilarious.
was like stacked up.
Like we would joke about it. We, would be like, oh,
I'm pretty sure it
some
makes
places
it makes food like taste good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
Right?
Like most places put no MSG. This place has got fucking barrels of it. They're just
Yeah.
like, fuck you. We're
I've
going to use more MSG.
I've heard it makes food taste good, and I've also heard that it makes you full faster. That's why they do it. But then it makes you hungry like faster too. Like once the MSG passes through your body, you're starving again. So you eat more.
So it's monosodium
A
glutamate.
flavor enhancer.
Added to restaurant foods, canned vegetables, soups,
Makes sense.
deli meats, and other foods.
Makes sense.
The
So why is
U.S.
it so
Food
bad
and
for
Drug,
you?
the FDA, has classified MSG as a food ingredient that's generally
Recognized as safe.
recognized as safe. Well,
So
looks like asbestos.
it does. It looks gross on its own.
Yeah, it doesn't look good at all.
Looks
What's
like
wrong with me today?
like packaging filling.
I might just talk like this today.
Like what they fill the Easter baskets with, you know?
Maybe that's what that stuff is.
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna talk like this today for some reason.
If you were to leave America, where would you go?
Like
If
with
you were
my
like,
family.
if you were like, I've had enough. Like they're trying to kill us. The government's all out of whack. The president's all out of whack. I'm leaving.
President's a robot.
I'm leaving. Who said that?
So the easy answer for me would be the Azores,
Yeah,
only because
the Portuguese.
my in-laws came from there. My wife speaks Portuguese. It'd be kind of an easier transition.
I see.
There's some family there, but
I see.
also it's like a island chain in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know if anything goes down.
You think it's expensive there? Do you know?
I don't think it's any more expensive there than like Portugal itself, like in Europe. But I would imagine it's harder to get things to you, so
Yeah.
you're probably limited on
Shipping cost a bitch.
Yeah, it's like a little more of
Yeah,
you're really going to be self-sufficient because
fair enough.
you just have to be. But I don't know. That's the practical answer.
Yeah.
But the I'm trying to think of like where would be a good. I'm not up on the world governments,
Yeah. So you don't even like know what's good and what's bad.
but I know like
could end up in a worse place. than America.
Switzerland's a pretty good government.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good country.
And a beautiful place, yeah.
Japan. I'd go live in Japan.
Japan's like hit or miss. Like, yeah, it would be really cool to go to Japan. It's my dream to go to Japan. But is it healthier to go to Japan?
I don't know. I think you kind of really have. You
so,
probably have to
man.
be pretty wealthy to make it work.
Yeah, population's crazy there. Yeah. All the cities there, so like I'm sure the air pollution is wild.
They're a little more polite.
Have you seen like their apartment living spaces?
Yeah, that's true.
They're like tiny closets, man.
Maybe not. Maybe like the Philippines or something.
Oh,
where it's kind of the same general idea.
Yeah.
Of the people seem to be a little friendlier and look out for each other a little more.
Yeah.
Small town village, look out for each other kind of vibe.
Mm.
But then on the flip side to that, you're in a country that you can't speak the language.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I don't know the politics of the world.
Yeah. I just feel like we're not doing all that great right now.
Maybe you just go to like Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Just go live in Puerto Rico.
Still America, right?
It's still technically America.
You're just in a better spot.
You're just in a better place.
Yeah.
Eventually they'll be like, can we just be our own country again, please?
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to be a territory anymore.
I want to go to Antarctica.
Whoa. No. Watch it. Watch it now, man. What do you think this is?
Is that where it's always dark? Is that the one that's always dark?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
Is it Antarctica or the Arctic Circle? I know one's at like 6 months of sun, 6 months of dark.
That's it, baby. I need that 6 months of darkness.
That might be like the Arctic Circle up north. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the cold.
It could be like northern Finland.
Yeah. Summer's coming. I'm not looking forward to it.
Dude, it was warm the other day, and I was like, why am I wearing clothes right now?
Yeah. Already?
Like, really? Yeah. I'm like, fuck this. I was also at work, too, so it didn't help.
Yep. It's coming. They say it's going to be a rainy summer.
Yeah?
So take that with you as you will.
Who is they? The weather people? The people.
Yeah, you know how accurate they can be.
Yes.
Spot on. They also said we were going to have a snowy winter, and I think we got like 1 day of snow, and it was like 6 inches.
They did say that.
They.
The Illuminati.
Biden is a robot.
Biden and his robot cabinet of people.
Is the election coming up? When's the election?
November.
You going to vote?
I don't know, I guess.
So you got to wait and see your options? Do we know our options yet?
The two big options are the two worst options, as usual.
Biden and Trump.
The two fucking...
There's no third?
Worst, most out-of-touch old fogies that have no fucking clue what the hell regular people go through.
What was the guy with the boot on his head that wanted to be president?
Oh, that's Vermin Supreme.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Vermin Supreme.
I will too.
Where's
that guy at? Can he make a grand appearance?
He was in the Libertarian Party for a while. I don't know if he still is.
He promised ponies for every American citizen.
Well,
man.
he
and free dental care.
He says that he promises.
Everybody needs to have nice smiles.
He's the only politician that promises things, and then when he's elected, he will not provide any of those things because that's what they all do.
Oh,
so that's why he's like a pony
just what
for
it takes
everybody.
to be president.
He'll take all of your guns and give you better ones.
Yeah,
he's like the best. He really is the best. I'll vote for Vermin Supreme.
Yeah.
Here at the Odd People Podcast, we are voting
Supreme
for Vermin Supreme. It is a vote thrown away.
He looked like a wizard with a boot on his head. It was so cool.
It was wild.
It was great.
He's nuts. Hey, so you know what time it is?
Is it odd question time? Beep, 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 beep. Pow, pow, pow. Hold on, let me sip my tea.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Odd cue.
More of an iced tea now, but it still tastes good.
I know I chugged my coffee while it was still warm.
All right. This is a short and sweet one here. Easy for me.
All right.
It says, what movie mistakes drive you nuts? Keep it up, boys. Kissy emoji. Hey, yo.
Shit.
Hey, thanks, Christine. Shout out to Christine.
Yeah.
Did you just give her a kiss back?
I gave it back.
Thank you for your odd question.
What movie mistakes?
Who's going first? We're going to rock, paper, scissors again? Or you want to just take it?
I'll just take it.
All right, good.
You read the question. I'll give you some
It's like, I
time.
don't want to play that game again.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do it.
We could do a headbutt competition.
That I'll lose.
But I'm bald, so I'm just warning you.
So, what does that mean? It's harder?
It's tougher.
Oh.
I get the sun toughens my skin, you know?
Like how you like I'm bald and then you headbutt right here where there's
That's
no hair.
true.
Anywhere.
It doesn't matter. Everybody's bald on their forehead.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Kick it
Um,
off. I'll shut up.
So there's a couple I can think of, really. One that recently drove me nuts, and then one that is like the all-time drives me crazy.
How recent?
Like we watched a movie a couple weeks ago. So I'll tell you about this one though, because this literally drives me crazy every time. Is my son loves Jurassic Park,
Oh.
and there's the T-Rex pen in Jurassic Park, right? They have a goat on like a thing, and that's how they feed the T-Rex.
Sacrifice.
And the T-Rex shows up, steps over the fence when the power goes out, and he's there. And he's you know, all this shit happens, and the T-Rex eats the guy, and everybody's panicking. And then when it comes time, the T-Rex is trying to get at the kids in the flipped over vehicle, and the two characters get up against where the wall is, and then it's a giant fucking cliff on the other side of the wall.
Oh, I remember this part.
Okay, I don't know if, I mean, obviously it was on purpose that this was like this.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck happened to the flat ground? The
The rest
T-Rex
of the
just
land?
stepped over that fucking wall, and there was a goat over there earlier.
And then it was just gone?
Yeah, there's no,
It was just a ledge?
like, that's where they are. That's where they got stuck, and there was a goat on flat ground.
Oh,
The
God.
T-Rex, like, literally steps over right there.
That's annoying.
And then they went over the wall there, and it was like a fucking 40-foot drop. I mean, I know it's not a mistake because they meant it to be that way.
Yeah, but they should have, like, set it up better.
Yeah, but like,
Or,
yeah,
like,
maybe the
set
other
the
side of the
situation up
road,
better.
or
maybe they're on a tight budget. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't think they had a tight budget.
That's true.
But
don't
like,
have a
they
tight
could have,
budget.
they could have pushed the vehicle to the other side of the road, and there's where the big cliff is, and then
Yeah,
nobody would
yeah.
ever question it
That's
ever.
right, yeah.
But it's even something my son noticed. He's like, "What?"
Did he?
Yeah, and he's like, "Well,
"That's
how did
bullshit."
that?" Yeah, right. After he's seen it like 75 times, he's like, "Wait a second."
Yeah.
And it was funny because he's 9. He's like, "What the fuck is with that?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit!"
Damn, bro.
And he's like, "Fucking
Yeah.
what the fuck?"
And then you guys fist bumped.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Shit, son."
Shit, son. Fuck this movie.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, Dad, fuck this."
Yeah, yeah. Eating his McDonald's.
Spielberg's a dickhead.
Yeah. That's great.
So what? Did you notice
Is
any
that-
movie mistakes?
Is that the scary part where they're like on the windshield?
Yeah, there's like a
And
sun.
they're like, they gotta move really slow because the glass is cracking, and they're trying to get the guy off the windshield. Is that a different part?
That's a different
Jura-
movie.
Jurassic
altogether.
Park. The first one.
Trying to get the guy off the windshield.
Yeah, because the T-Rex like knocked half of it off the edge, and the windshield, the front end was right here, and he was on the windshield, and it was cracking, and he's like, "Don't move, don't move."
Yeah, the tree.
Ooh, talk
the
about
vehicle
sweaty
gets-
palms.
The
ooh.
vehicle gets stuck in the trees and then it falls
Yeah, yeah,
down.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he was on the windshield, but
I think so,
there is
bro.
a similar situation with like the windshield.
I hope it was Jurassic. It could have been a different movie.
It's a totally different movie.
Oh, well.
No, you're right though. I think.
Well, that's one scene in my life that like actually made me like,
Yeah, you were like, oh shit.
yeah, they got me on that one.
So, is there any movies with mistakes that you can think of?
You know me, man. I'm a car guy, so I'm about to
Oh,
throw
boy.
this shit under the bus real fucking fast.
Yeah, do it.
Everybody knows it. Everybody talks about it. It's nonsense. You watch the Fast and Furious movies. There is not 14 gears in a Mitsubishi Eclipse. There just isn't. I think it's only a 5-speed, but they shift for days, dude. For days.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
to make it epic and cool and the sounds.
Yeah. And that
And you
nine,
know what,
9 second
man?
quarter mile goes on for 27 seconds.
Yeah. Fast and Furious, they I can't tell if they're really stupid or really genius because they took the first one, right? And people
Yeah.
kind of tore it apart for being like over exaggerated, like with the shifting and like
Yeah.
when he blows something on his manifold or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck it says, but
Yeah.
everybody picks it apart and makes it like, oh, this is so unrealistic. This is garbage.
Yeah.
And they just took that and just made every movie more and more unrealistic
Yeah.
as possible, dude. Because
Yeah, they didn't give a shit about accuracy
Yeah.
after that at all.
I could go through every movie and talk about what drives me nuts in those movies, but they just kept going, and I think it's genius. They took negative feedback and was like, we're gonna make it so much worse that everybody just keeps talking about our movies.
It's awesome.
And they succeeded, man. Did you see the one where the car jumps from building to building in Dubai?
No, I didn't.
Speaking of Dubai,
one. I think I know I watched the first one. I watched the first one in the movie theaters with my friends, and leaving that movie theater at the age of like 16 or 17, however old we were, and just
that movie cracks me
the
up.
chaos in the parking lot in the Dartmouth movie theater.
Every Fast and Furious movie that's come out, it's always chaos in the parking lot after that.
Kids doing neutral drops and shit.
Yeah. Everybody wants to show their fucking penis. It's like a penis swinging contest after the Fast and Furious.
They were all this big.
Yes, exactly.
Because they were all teenagers.
They're like, look at my Honda. No, look at my Honda. Look at my Nissan.
Yeah, look at my Nissan Sentra.
And then you get the big lifted truck.
That's what I had.
Douchebag. Sorry.
So, speaking of douchebags with lifted trucks, I have a question for you, and I know this is going to be hard for you to even answer because you have customers that have probably asked you to draw this particular thing that you see on a truck. I don't understand it. It drives me nuts. The big giant truck, lifted, and then tires that are like 13 inches wide, and then like dished. It's like a salad bowl for a wheel. And then like street tires that are like low profile tires. Yeah. Every time I see that, I'm like, that is the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's a different category for trucks. It's all on its own. I promise you. They're not associated with the other trucks.
Yeah, obviously.
Because they even lower it sometimes, right? They'll have it lowered. The wheels are bumped way too far out.
Yeah,
and they're super deep dish and chrome and
like a chrome soup bowl.
Yeah, man, it's a certain style. Some people like.
Do you think they get those wheels from Olive Garden where they're just like, give me all your old soup bowls.
Give me the salad bowls, baby.
Give me the salad bowls. Shinier the better. That's what it reminds me of, and I hate them so much.
See, that's more like a show truck. It's the people that want to lift their trucks, but still have like show quality.
They want to show that it looks stupid.
They're not lifting it to off-road or like
obviously
get muddy and dirty. They want style.
Yeah, it's just like the low profile wheels really gets me because it's like, dude, you took a vehicle that's like
dangerous,
nice and soft ride, and you turned it into probably the worst ride of your life.
Yeah, you hit a pothole, you can actually bend the rims. I've seen the rims bend and everything.
There's like this much tire. Yeah,
like, for sure.
Like an inch of tire from a truck.
I don't find trucks.
I like to go the other way.
Appealing at all.
I'd rather have a smaller. If I was gonna have like a lifted truck, I would rather have a smaller wheel and more tire.
Yeah.
Like I think that
most
would
truck
cool.
people do.
Yeah, most people, most logical people like that.
Yeah, they like the tire tread. Yeah.
So real quick, can I tell you about the other movie mistake that drives me nuts? It literally drove me nuts recently.
Yeah, go for it.
So there was this movie that we watched.
Before we move on from Fast and Furious, though, can we talk about the Pontiac Fiero that they send to space?
Oh, it's got like a mannequin in it, right? Is it?
That's all I want to.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Go
Is
ahead.
that the Elon Musk thing?
Go ahead.
Or was it a Tesla?
What? No, that was in the movie. They fly a Pontiac Fiero into space. I didn't see all the
Fast and Furious movies.
You didn't get very far, did you?
No, I didn't. Maybe the second one?
That's a real thing. They tie like a big rocket to the back of it and they fly it up to space.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, in reality, Elon Musk sent a Tesla with a mannequin in it.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he actually do it, though?
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah, he did do it. Yeah.
Just, litter in space.
It's crazy, man.
So there's this movie called Fall, and it's about these two girls that are friends and they're climbers, and the movie starts off with rock climbing scenes with the girl and her friend and the girl's husband or boyfriend or whatever, and it made me so fucking mad. I'm not a climber by any means, but I have rock climbed in a gym I've researched these things. I like these things. I like watching climbing documentaries. It's something I like to like doing. And these people did a scenario in this movie that would never happen in 1,000 years in real life, and it drove me insane. They were all three climbing. There's nobody holding their ropes, and all three of them are climbing at the same time, like side by side,
Like
talking, having conversations. And then one person jumps to the other one. They like catch him. It's like the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
This is the beginning of this movie too.
That's the beginning of it. So you had a ways to go still.
So mad. And it was like the whole point of the movie was this girl was basically horribly peer pressured by her friend.
Yeah.
To do terrible things and stupid things. Right in the beginning, the boyfriend fucking dies.
Oh my God.
And it was like because he fell off a mountain and he's all tied in and he's got harnesses and ropes. And the whole time I'm like, yeah, because nobody's holding his fucking rope. He just climbed a mountain.
Yeah.
And now he's falling off of it because nobody's got his rope.
Yep. He just climbed off of hopes and dreams. That's all he did.
They're like clipping into the mountain, using cams in the cracks. And I'm like, all this is going to do nothing if he's not, there's nobody fucking holding the other end of the rope. It was
so
crazy.
They weren't free climbing because there's free climbers.
There's free climbing.
Yeah.
And,
So they were all roped up, but they just wasn't going anywhere.
Harness, and they're just like, they're like, all right, I'm latched in. But it's like, nobody's got you on the other end. And
I see what you mean.
It's...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few different kinds of climbing, but I'm almost positive on all of them you need to have somebody.
I wonder what makes them
you.
skip out. Like, especially if you're going to do a movie about rock climbing, like you're going to know that rock climbers are going to watch this movie.
Yeah.
And be like, this doesn't make any sense.
Like you're
just like Fast and Furious. You're gonna, car guys are going to watch this.
Your top customer is the rock climbing person. Ooh, a movie about rock climbing. So like the top customer, the person that's definitely going to watch it is going to know immediately everything that's wrong.
I wonder if they're like, we don't need to explain it.
Anyway,
they won't ask any questions.
Yeah, that was big mistakes in that movie that drove me insane.
Yeah, I'm sure there's so many.
And it was actually a fun family experience because we all made fun of the movie throughout the whole entire movie. It was fantastic.
I'll have to watch it.
It was good.
It's got my attention.
It's terrible.
Someone dies right at the beginning. Cool.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
It's a terrible movie. So hey, I think
terribly made.
No, it's okay. It's an okay movie as far as like the way it was made and the script and all that. But it's just the mistakes and the weird, illogical shit that happens in the movie. You're like, okay. You have anything you want to say to the people, Jared? We're done, man. We're done with this episode.
I'm just gonna say, like, this world's getting scary, man. Stay safe out there. Handle your own. Don't give up. Just keep handling your own shit and stay safe because shit's about to get weird.
Yeah.
About to get weird.
I agree. Shit's weird. And I'm going to say thank you. You can support the show by clicking on the link in the description of the show. Check out all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, for some reason, TikTok. Join Jared's Discord. Find the show on Reddit.
Yeah.
Go check out ourpeoplepodcast.com for all your podcast needs. Follow the Redbubble link to buy merch. Thank you for listening to the show today. Stay creative, stay inspired, and as always, stay on.
Stay on.